on Fortnite already.
Well, it's happening next week sometime.
That's one of my predictions.
Yeah, that's a great prediction. So
Great prediction. I love it.
we're just gonna hop right into it because this is the newest like premier cinema podcast on the planet. Because not only did I finish 3 seasons of Barry in a week, I also watched the Banshees of Inisherin. Mike, I'm like Mr. Cinema now. Todd can't tell me shit. Like I have taken the role of being the cinema guy on the show.
Well, I mean, I feel like you watch both of those things based off of Todd's suggestions, so that still puts Todd like a couple steps ahead of you.
Yeah, but think about how many times Todd suggested stuff or PTC Movie Club does, and it's been fucking awful. So, like, really, who's here?
I already got my
It
first.
just
pick
goes to
on
show that
prediction.
Todd is a man of many tastes. He's taking the good, he's taking the bad. What have you given us?
Let's see.
What you brought to the table?
Last year, I brought to the table Django. I brought to the table Moonlight. I brought to the table
Django, the movie that we all already saw.
It was a banger. You got to revisit a movie that's a banger. What did Todd make us watch? Fucking come to the basement and measure it while everyone gets murdered. Cool. Great show. Great movie. Great movie.
Yeah.
And Mike,
Well, what do you think?
just because I watched Banshees of Inisherin, does not saying I'm gonna bow down and praise it as the best cinema of all time. As Todd said, it was his best movie of last year, retroactively. It was fine. It was good. It was a good film. It was all right.
I'm just saying, yeah. If you're watching things that Todd recommends, that just means that, Todd's making some.
Now you just
good
gotta watch the
recommendations.
No, it just means that
watch
I,
the
you know,
menu
when my
now
friends
and
talk, I listen,
caught
and
up.
I care about their opinions, Mike. You know, it makes me a good friend.
I wanna know
Also,
what that means.
also, like it won a bunch of awards, which I don't know if I agree with that, but you know,
What? Put what?
I feel like either at the Golden Globes or the Critics, whatever the fuck the critic one is called.
What?
What the fuck is
Banshees one?
what is the critic one called? It was also last week.
Golden Globes?
Critics'
Choice. It definitely won awards at Critics' Choice. I think it also won awards at Golden Globes, and it's not a bad movie. I just think
Colin
that
Farrell's my front runner for Oscar. Like I think he should. I like want him to win.
I
for
mean,
that
I
movie.
don't. We went into awards last week. We went into
Yeah.
awards last week. I don't want to harp on that too long, but I will say there's some like notable snubs, including Nope.
And I honestly think that like
I wouldn't give anyone in Nope.
yeah, I wouldn't.
You
either.
wouldn't give
Best
any
actor.
awards to Nope though, because I don't think Nope is up for any awards.
Maybe like cinematography or something.
Yeah, cinematography.
Maybe cinematography.
Special
Or
effects,
sound,
maybe.
So-
or sound design. Or
so-
something.
Sound.
Something I did not know, and this is how I found out that they were snubbed. Again, I don't know for every category, but I'm pretty sure because I don't think Nope was nominated for Critics or Golden Globes, so I'm assuming that trend is carrying over to the Oscars. But I was not aware that either most of or all of the effects in Nope were practical effects. That's fucking bonkers. Like that, at the bare minimum, I feel like he should be nominated for like special effects, based off of that like the stuff in that movie was practical effects. I don't know. We don't need to go down.
No, but I was
show.
gonna with Banshee though. I was gonna say
I liked it. It wasn't bad. Jen hated it.
Yeah.
But,
Wait, really? Colin Farrell, the sister, I thought was phenomenal.
Sister
And
was
I
great.
think- and the kid from the Eternals, I thought was really good too. That scene with him and the sister, like right by the water.
That's where
was
I
fucking
know
so
that
good.
guy from. I swear I looked him
He's
up
in
on
a lot of stuff.
I looked him up on
Eric
IMDb.
Keel?
Yeah, I looked him up
Yeah.
on IMDb, and Eternals like was not a thing that he was quote unquote known for. Like it was other stuff that I wasn't
not.
familiar with.
He's like, yeah. I mean, there's like 4 or 5 people above him on the bill, probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah,
Eternals.
definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, he looked like he did not have a lot of big roles to begin with, anyway. So I don't know. I just
He
feel
was
like a
in
Marvel movie
one of
would've-
the war movies that we keep talking about.
Oh, Dunkirk. He was, yes. But I mean, I'm not gonna
He
watch
was
that.
also the quote unquote Joker character in.
Ah, that's right.
Right.
New
Yeah.
Batman.
Which I think it might have highlighted that as known for on his IMDb page, which I think is
Weird.
It's
because,
very
that was an
bizarre.
opportunity.
Yes. But that is how I remember his face. That in Eternals. But anyways, the sister is fantastic. I forget her name
Yeah,
already
she's
because
very
I looked her
good.
up
Very
too to
dope.
see because I was like, she looks kind of familiar or sounds familiar. She's the voice of Friday after Vision becomes Vision. She's the voice in like Tony's
Oh,
suit.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in Spider-Man: Homecoming on the glasses. I did not know that.
Interesting. Oh.
But yeah, the movie was
Yes,
fine. Honestly, if the movie
yeah.
didn't have all of its like very clear, it's filmed in Ireland, it deals with the Irish Civil War. Like, if it didn't have all that stuff, I don't know if I would have watched this movie. But I did enjoy that stuff. But I thought the acting was good too. I just, it was. I think this is my common complaint with a lot of the movies that we watch. I think it was just a little too long. It's like 2 hours.
Oh, really?
It didn't need to be 2 hours.
I don't think it was 2 hours.
It was 2 hours. 100% it was 2
man,
hours.
That movie was fun.
Yeah, it flew by for me. Like I loved it, and it was a movie where I had the backbone, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna throw this on in the background and see if it gets. And within like the first 5 minutes, I put the backbone down. I never picked it back up.
In the first 5 minutes, get out of here.
Yeah. I was like into it from the beginning. Like I'm just saying, like I got right into it. Like
I didn't dislike it. I watched it straight through. I mean, sometimes with our PTC Movie Club picks, I don't watch them in one sitting. I know Mike does that a lot. He splits them up. This did not
Busy man.
happen that way. Anyways, welcome everyone to the Pass Controller Podcast.
Wait, before we get too far into this,
okay.
I could have sworn, wasn't Jennifer Connelly the voice of one of the AIs in our news? But it's not who you guys are talking about, right?
I believe this actress was credited for Infinity War, Endgame, and Homecoming. So maybe there was a different actress in between. Because Vision came out of Ultron, so there would have been multiple movies in between. So maybe there was some switch going on.
I think Jennifer Connelly was the voice of whatever AI Peter had in Homecoming.
She's credited for Homecoming.
Right.
If we watched Better Call Saul, then we'd probably know who she was because she's apparently.
I do. I looked up her IMDb, so I remember of that. Her name is Kerry Condon.
Walking Dead too.
Let's see IMDb. Let's see what her Marvel IMDb
says. 3
Three
billboards.
Avengers Quantum Encounter. I don't know what that is. Endgame listed as Friday. Infinity War listed as Friday. Homecoming listed as
Jennifer
Friday.
Connelly is the voice of Karen.
Aaron, okay.
But I don't remember which.
It also
version
lists
that was.
her as the voice of Friday in Age of Ultron. So.
All right. Yeah, I just remember that Jennifer Connelly was the voice of one of the AIs. With this information, it's like, okay, maybe I'm just remembering.
And apparently she was the voice of the suit, like the suit, like manufacturing thing from that movie, where it, like goes to the chest and like makes a suit.
Interesting.
All right, go on.
Anyways, welcome everyone to the Pass Control Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes we talk about the Banshees of Inisherin too much. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, I am your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me on this lovely Friday evening is the anime senpai himself, Mr. Michael Desir. Mike, how are you doing tonight?
You know.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Also joining us tonight, of course, is the movie mommy, Todd Gary. Todd, how are you doing tonight? I panicked.
I'm here.
He's here. And rounding us out, of course, is the Disney daddy, Dominic 40 Dom. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well.
Love to fucking hear it.
I know
Love
he's
to fucking
reading
hear it.
something, but it looks like he's asleep.
Well, I mean,
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm awake.
he's a busy man. It's Friday, Mike. End of a long week.
All these predictions.
Yep.
He's trying to outpredict you, and that's a tease for what we're going to be doing here in this episode. I don't know why I put ice in my mouth while I'm talking. I'll just swallow the ice. I don't fucking care. Anyways, I'm a real showman.
You should have chewed into the mic.
No, chewing sounds bother me so much. So my microphone etiquette, like in any scenario, whether it's like us playing video games, obviously I would not eat on a podcast, but like if we're playing video games or I'm like a Discord call, if I'm eating anything, I'm always muting my mic just because like if
That's
someone.
my favorite thing to just eat one chip and then mute my mic to like big finger.
I hate food noises so much. Like anytime like a commercial for like fucking chips comes up and it's like I know what a chip eating a chip sounds like. I don't need you to crunch the chip. I'm not choosing Doritos because they're the crunchiest chip. Like get the fuck out of here.
Sure.
But let the record show they are the crunchiest chip.
They are absolutely not the crunchiest chip. Like literally any kettle cooked potato chip is crunchier than fucking Doritos.
I
Mike.
can't
Crunch
eat
test,
Doritos
heard it.
anymore. I'll eat the whole bag in a sitting.
Of
I
what?
can't buy that shit.
Oh.
Doritos. If I get Doritos, like I'll eat that
Really?
in a day.
Doritos is fucking trash. I mean, they're not trash. I just
I like the regulars.
my guilty chip pleasure, like if I'm having just straight up chips, is fucking Cape Cod chips.
Yeah.
Like Cape Cod chips are so good.
Because he loves them.
I'll tell you right now, underrated flavor, and it's not available in every store. Dark Russet. Fuck yeah. Todd's my fucking guy. Fuck. I love
That's like the only burnt chips I like, actually, though. Actually, the Cape Cod are the only one kind of burnt.
You're crazy because extra toasty Cheez-Its are the best Cheez-It flavor. How do you like Dark Russet and don't like extra toasty? You're crazy.
Those Cheez-Its, when I get them in a regular box of Cheez-Its, I literally I start having that taste, and I'm like,
that is the best thing to happen in a regular box of Cheez-Its when you reach in and you pull out that dark fucking orange, that golden brown. I would give it to me. If I see one of those in a bag, I fish for it. I fucking go after it.
No way.
Obviously, this is like a private bag of Cheez-Its. If I was over somewhere else, I wouldn't just be fishing through someone's Cheez-It bag looking for digging for gold. Anyways, a couple of housekeeping things before we get right into this fucking nonsensical episode. The PTC Movie Club pick for January is my pick, and it is Willow. So you have about a week, right? Next week is the end of the month.
Like a week and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. So end of the month we will talk about Willow. So if you have not watched Willow yet, this is your kind of 1 week warning to watch Willow. We will chat about Willow at the end of the month, and that'll bring us to Todd's pick after, I believe, right? Dom's pick after.
Dom.
Yeah, it'd be Dom after. So we'll get the exciting, I'm sure, themed reveal of whatever Dom's movie picks are going to be this year. Anyways, so you got that. On top of that, I have something coming out this weekend or next week for Persona, so keep an eye out on that. I am writing some thoughts up on Persona 3 and 4 getting ported, just how that is, picking my brain with those games coming out to other systems finally. And lastly, I think that's it for housekeeping, other than this episode, of course, sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty from the Salem, Massachusetts area, or the North Shore of Massachusetts on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening. You want yourself something hot, something sweet, something tasty, something fresh out of the oven, you can head on down to 1 Washington Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. But if you're like me and you don't like to leave your house, you can get them right delivered to your door, and I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. If you are unaware of what a fatty is, you can check them out on Instagram at Goodnight Fatty and at Good Morning Chubby, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Anyways, as we roll into the show, before we get into the main topics, has anyone been playing anything of note that other than the normal shit we're playing, or can we just move on from that?
Good. Monster Hunter Rise, baby.
Yeah. I can't believe you're diving back into that.
Oh, dude, I'm already 8
I can't
hours.
Jump back in. I never bought
Rise.
So.
Oh, it's not in Game Pass.
If Mike plays Rise on Game Pass, I will download it. There you go.
And the good thing with this one, Dom, is that is no commitment. It's 15-minute matches. You're in, you're out. There's no exploring, no nothing.
Dom, there's no commitment to this game that is never-ending hunting for armor.
Yeah.
No commitment.
It's like I shut my brain off and just fucking, I know what I gotta do.
I mean, I love Rise. Rise is great. I will probably download it on Game Pass at some point. But the idea of having to start over is not really getting me excited.
I mean, dude, I was many hours into the other one, and I'm just whatever. And I'm still picking the same sword, same everything.
Well, I'm already in this. So Fire Emblem Engage came out today, and I pre-ordered the special edition, which got fucking delayed. So right now is not
time.
No. I have for the most part fixed that problem, but specifically the special edition got delayed for a lot of people because I know other people are having the same issue. So now my copy's not fucking arriving until next week. I literally went to Target today and I was like, am I going to buy this game right now? And then just return the other, switch the copy out or whatever. And I ended up not doing it because instead I decided Persona 3 and 4 are here.
Yeah.
I'll play Persona 3 until Engage comes next week. Which brings me to, I am playing Persona 3 again right now. And I am trying to rifle through as fast as possible because I got to about the halfway point on Vita, and I was like, fuck it, I have the backbone now, it's on Game Pass, I'm just gonna start it over and just quickly get to where I was and then play the game more of at a slow down pace. Have you downloaded them, Mike?
I mean, I had them pre-downloaded. I haven't done anything with that yet. The one on Vita, was that Fez or was that also P3P?
P3P.
Okay.
I believe there's a rumor going around that they are going to do some sort of remake of Persona 3 that is going to include like
everything.
I don't know if it'll be everything, but they're going to like find that middle ground between Portable and Fez to give, what they think is the best experience. I don't know if that's really going to happen or not, but that's been a rumor for quite a while. It's not going to stop me from playing this. I really debated just like finishing it on Vita and then just doing Game Pass 4, but whatever. It runs really nicely on Xbox Game Pass. Like the port work it just seems nicer than the Vita version, so I just whatever. I'll skip through and get to where I need to get to. My suggestion to you, Mike, which is what was suggested to me initially, which is why I started with Persona 3, is do 3 first. Because 4, if you do 4 and then 3, I think you're going to have a worse time. With what people said to me, you're going to have a worse time with like the game overall, just because
the game mechanics are like
older.
Yeah.
So, but 3 is great. I mean, some people say 3 is the best one, better than 5 and 4. So, there are a lot of people that say 4 is better than 5 as well, but we'll find out. So I'm excited to dive into those. I'm gonna try to beat 3 before my copy of Engage shows up. So I'm gonna put myself really to fucking task here. I think getting a Backbone is gonna help with that tremendously, but we'll see.
You enjoying you enjoying the Backbone?
I am. I'm having this weird cognitive thing though that's aggravating me. So like, take PlayStation controller out of it because they don't use letters. Well, they use letters, I guess. X and fucking X is a letter, and O. But like PlayStation controller shapes. Nintendo controller and Xbox controller are A, B, X, Y, but they're fucking flipped. For some reason, when I'm holding a Switch controller, or holding my Switch in my hands, or holding like a Nintendo controller, my brain automatically just like conforms to that. I don't press the wrong buttons. It's like I know where A, B, X, and Y are. And it's the same thing with an Xbox controller. I never press B instead of A on an Xbox controller, etc. But because the fucking Backbone is the same pretty much form factor as the Switch, I keep pressing fucking A and like B instead of A. And it's driving me fucking insane. Other than that, I'm enjoying it. But for some reason, I think it's just because it feels like I'm holding a Switch that I keep doing that mentally, and it's driving me bonkers. But so far, I feel like I have no complaints. I feel like it like really wedges onto my phone, and I'm nervous I'm gonna like break the Backbone when I try to take my phone out of it.
Yeah, I'm just like super careful with it. Do you use the rubber thing that it came with?
What rubber thing?
Oh, it should be like a little adapter for like for your phone. It's like you put it on the left side. It's like a little thing that's like indented in the middle.
And you have to put it on, like it's not already on there?
No, you like click it on.
It must be in the
box. On, like,
super
easy.
Okay, I'm definitely not using that.
Use that. No, use it. You'll love it. I think it'll change everything for you. It'll make it better. It's like more fastened in there and not like wobbly at all.
Oh, it doesn't feel wobbly to me. I'm just worried about like when I pull my phone out of the Backbone, I'm worried I'm gonna like bend the fucking charger thing, gotcha. Or like the lightning port thing on it. But anyways, so this episode of the show is gonna be a little twofold. We're gonna do a little segment here, depending on time, on predictions. If that goes way over time, then the topic that we pushed last week will get pushed again because I don't want a super long episode. So the first thing we're gonna do, which I have teased to the panel, is some predictions for 2023. But what I did not tell them up front, we kind of talked about it a little bit last week, is that this is going to play out into their points system for the year. So I asked the three of you to come up with some predictions for this year. Every correct prediction will be 2 points, unless you guys think you want to add more points to that, will be a 2-point addition to your score. If you want to make it a 5-point addition, I'll do it, but that's like aggressive. I don't know if you guys want to do that or not, because that can really tip the fucking leaderboard. 2 points can still tip. Okay. So each prediction, 2 points, potential to bump you up 6 points at the end of the year, or, whenever these predictions come true. Now we could get crazy. We get a little silly here. Do we want predictions not coming true are negative 2 points at the end of the year?
No, get that trash out of here.
Okay. All right. So we're going to do a baseline 2-point addition if your prediction comes true. And nobody has revealed their predictions prior. So if a prediction seems like a layup, as a group, we can veto the prediction. If it seems like, they're gonna announce Madden 2024. Like, yeah, sure, of course they
God
are.
damn it!
Just the fuck up. And on top of that, I have some group predictions that I'm going to pose to you that will be additional points to earn depending on where you end up landing on that. So we'll just go around the horn, starting on my side. So we'll go with how it plays out for me on the podcast here. Mike, what is your first prediction for 2023? And these will be recorded, obviously on fucking podcast, but I'm gonna have notes of them on my phone. Yeah. So we of course we have these.
Why not? So I'm trying to noodle around how I want to. I believe. No, I don't like it. I'm trying to work in my Apple VR headset thing. I just don't know exactly what I want to predict about it.
Okay, you want to skip? You want to rotate forward and then come back?
No, we'll just throw something out there because I think rumor has it is that they're going to announce something at their next doodad thing, which I believe is in the next couple months. So maybe my prediction is that it will cost $2,000 dues.
So
that's a very specific prediction, Mike.
It's a very specific prediction. I know.
Get way less specific than that.
Yeah,
way less specific.
I mean, I also feel like is this supposed to be a gaming headset?
I mean, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it?
I don't fucking know.
Specifically an Apple one.
Are you sure this is what you want to...
You can watch Apple TV.
Are you sure this is what you want to dump your prediction into? Like, I'm
winging it. So
I want to remind you.
I'm winging it.
I want to remind you that the leaderboard for the year so far, you were in second place. So these points matter.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm in second place now. This month has been what, all of 3 weeks.
Yeah, and listen, there could be a swing. There could be a swing at the end of the year that those 6 points come in handy.
If I lose those 6 points, I didn't want.
So you want to put out a price prediction for the Apple VR headset? Apple VR headset.
Because I was trying to think about what else I could predict with it. Because I feel like people are confident that it's going to be at least announced, so I didn't want to just predict that. I'm trying to find something to use.
Now, do you mind if I maybe guide you? Do you mind if I pop in with maybe some suggestions to change this a little bit?
Let's hear what you got.
Well, so let's think about what Apple's ecosystem has. Apple Arcade. Do you think that maybe they're going to include VR games into Apple Arcade? Maybe that's a better angle for the prediction? If you want to go price, that's fine, but I would say give a price window and not a hard price.
Not a hard price. I mean, Apple Arcade, that would be an interesting aspect to it. We'll do your VR Arcade. I already forget what you said.
So Apple VR headset will have some form of VR content in Apple Arcade.
How was Apple Arcade doing, by the way? Does anyone know?
I don't know. It gets stuff added to it. Pocket Jockey, which is like a 3DS game, eShop game that was locked to the eShop forever, just got a new... I don't know if it's a port or if it's like a remaster or if it's a brand new game, but it just came to Apple Arcade, and I think it's exclusive there. So there's definitely mobile games, at least on Apple, on iOS, that are only in Apple Arcade, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what that subscription looks like, but...
I have Oxen... Oh, no, that's... Hold on. I
think Oxenfree is in Netflix. I don't know if it's exclusive to Netflix.
I have Shovel Knight Dig is Apple Arcade.
Okay. I don't know how
Baba Is You was also Apple Arcade.
Oh, okay. I don't know how successful it is, Mike, but there are there is the Apple One package that you can have. So if you have Apple Music and you have Apple TV, you are probably better off just getting Apple One because it's usually the same price and that gives you Apple Arcade. So they have bundled subscriptions. So I don't really know how to measure the success of that.
Yeah, mine's just included because I have
those things. Yeah. Todd, what is your first prediction?
I'm gonna go with we will get a teaser minimum for GTA 6.
Teaser
trailer.
I'm okay with that. Does anyone want to veto that, or is that fair?
Okay.
I'll say this. I think
a teaser.
It has to be
teaser,
at least a trailer.
A teaser, and
it can't
has
be
to
logo.
be released, and it has to be released by them.
Yes, like
okay. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be.
It can't be another leak.
It has to be more than a logo. Like it has to be like more than like a logo reveal
I'm
or like a
about
cover
like,
reveal.
Like a story reveal or something like that.
Oh,
like,
you think you're gonna get that much? I mean,
not
I
like
won't.
much, like
I won't lock you
teaser.
into that much, but I think it needs to be like more than just a logo.
Yep.
Or like
no,
if they're like
GTA
6 takes place in Los Santos, like it needs to be like something. Okay, all right. I like that one. Dom, your first prediction.
Just real quick on Apple Arcade. I'm just quickly going through it. Shovel Knight Dig, Jetpack Joyride, Cooking Mama. But where did the fucking other thing go? Goat Simulator. Gris, Dead Cells. So there's like games on here.
Yeah.
There's like Apple Arcade versions of games like in the arcade.
I mean, they were hitting it harder at some point, like when they had like that Exit the Gungeon game. I think was an Apple Arcade mobile exclusive. I don't fucking know, but yeah, I don't follow that the statistics of Apple Arcade that closely to know if it's doing super hot or not.
So my prediction is not based on that, but in that vein, my first prediction is that Netflix gaming will expand. I want to say to like not console, but like to TVs.
Okay, yeah.
But expand in some form, console, TV, like producing their own games or something.
Okay.
I think TV would make sense.
Yeah.
I said I think TV would make sense. I think, like, for instance, the current Samsung TVs, I think, come bundled with, you can do xCloud directly on those TVs, and I think that would be in a similar vein.
Okay. I mean, I'm on board to allow that if no one has any problems with that. Mike, prediction number 2.
Wait, did you get one?
I mean, I can't compete in the normal thing, so I feel like my points don't really matter.
Yeah.
Unless my points are worth like 10 a pop. You know what I mean? I'll give my predictions anyway because I do have some, and I don't know if there's a way to work them in somehow later. Cool. Or I'll save mine to the end because if someone else happens to have these, I don't want to take them. So, Mike, your second prediction.
Would it be crazy for me to say that it's been long enough that they might announce a Persona 6?
So I'm pretty sure that it's, at least if it's not announced, it's like heavily pretty solidified rumor that they are working on Persona 6. So if you want to alter that to just be like they reveal Persona 6, fine with that.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Okay.
I was quickly looking up. I'm like, so when did these games actually come out in terms of whatever?
So we'll put you in the same boat as Todd with GTA. It needs to be more than just a logo. It needs to be something. It needs to be like something. It doesn't have to be like a fucking full breakdown. It just needs to be, something meaty. It can't just be, here's a logo.
All right.
Todd, what is your second prediction?
Fuck. I don't know. I know one that I had. PSVR will get the rights to put fucking Half-Life Alyx on it.
Okay.
So you just think it's gonna get ported to PSVR too?
Yeah. Yes.
I
think they're gonna get like exclusive rights or something like that, or so it won't go to Quest. It'll just fucking go to.
I mean, I don't see that game. I don't see that happening. So, I think that's enough of an ask for in this calendar year for that to happen. Does anyone have any qualms with that?
No, makes sense. I mean, I don't think Half-Life Alex could run on a Quest anyway. Maybe
Yeah, I
a
can
Quest Pro,
definitely.
but I
Yeah, but you
doubt
want to
it.
give Todd
So
free
we'll have
points if
to-
you think it's a layup. You
I'm
want
not
to?
saying it's a layup, but
Okay.
I'm just saying that
It's possible.
the bet to me is like whether or not it gets a port.
Yeah, which I think
Not-
is pretty unlikely, but you never know. We did. There was a time where we had Orange Box and Portal 2, so it's not out of the question. But I just don't know if they would do it. Don, what is your second prediction?
Nintendo repping Fortnite.
I like it.
That was
Let's
one of
go.
mine, so I'm glad I did not do mine. Mike, what is your third prediction?
Let's see. Pass.
Can I alter my prediction?
Sure.
Nintendo will be involved in Fortnite. Not, I guess I don't necessarily need a skin, but there could be some like event. You know what I mean?
We'll do it as Nintendo crossover in Fortnite, and everything can fall under that window.
Okay. I like
because
it.
my prediction was going to be this is the year, and more hopeful because I really don't think it's going to happen, that Nintendo gets a crossover in Fortnite. But I felt like it was going to end up being like items on the fucking level, like there'll be green shells and like I don't know.
There's a reason that I altered mine the way that I did, and I'm wondering if they do a custom thing for the Mario Brothers movie.
Interesting. So. Okay. All right. Mike, your final prediction for 2023.
Yeah, come back to me.
Todd, your final prediction for 2023.
Fuck. I have to choose between three.
You can give one to Mike.
Mike, you want one?
Yeah, you use the one that you think is most likely, and I'll just take the scraps.
No, I'm gonna say I'll just go with this one. Sony announces a new handheld.
Okay. That is a bold one.
I thought about it too.
That's a wild prediction in my opinion.
I don't know. Yeah, they're fucking in their prime right now for like people like using their console and everything, and I feel like now would be the time for them to do it while they're still fucking.
I mean, it is clearly
Vita too, baby.
It is clearly a viable thing. So the Switch is a fucking monster of a console. The Steam Deck, I think, is doing well. I don't actually fucking know.
Steam Deck is doing well, and like all of you guys bought Backbones. Like people want a game on the go.
Well, the thing. Well, I won't. I don't want to alter Todd's prediction. We'll let him lock it in.
Oh wait, you know what I should say? I should say that one of the two mainline consoles are going to announce a hit. You know.
I mean, I'm fine with you changing it because I don't see either of them doing it. Does anyone have any problem with that?
No.
So Xbox or Sony announces a new handheld.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be Xbox, but I just wanted to say that just in case. You know.
That's fine. I'll give you. It's a lofty one. That's a swing right there. That might be the biggest swing on this set here. I think. Dub, what is
announces, right?
Announces.
Just announces. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, and like for any of these things that are announcements, like it cannot be rumor. Like it can't be like there's a rumor Sony's gonna make a Vita 2. Like it has to be officially announced. Yes. Yeah. Dom, your final prediction of 2023.
I'm surprised someone hasn't said it yet. I was going to, but I didn't.
I don't know. Let Mike go first.
Mike, are you locked and loaded?
Let's see here. I'm not, but let's see where.
Do you want me to do mine and you two figure out your final ones?
Yeah, I mean, have fun with it. I'm quietly think here about what video games are.
So I'm gonna say, unless anyone objects to any of mine, again, mine probably don't mean anything other than these are just my predictions. I think we will get the announcement of a new mainline Mario game for Switch. And if people think that's too easy, I can dial that in a little bit more to make it harder for prediction. Does anyone have qualms with that?
No, because I don't
No.
think.
I have no qualms with it. I'm just curious as to what your dialed in thing would be.
My dialed in thing would be that I would say we get some sort of Nintendo Direct, maybe for Mario Day, that is a Mario movie direct, as well as a new video game reveal, but the video game is not based on the movie. Or if it has any, like, maybe story type tie-in to the movie, it is not using the movie cast or models for the characters. So like it is like video game Mario that primarily has nothing to do with the movie, but that would be me dialing it in.
Okay.
You know what? I'm surprised no one said.
I mean,
It's
people still
fucking-
have other
Oh,
predictions.
okay. Just trying to help people out a little bit here.
My second prediction will be at some point this year we will get the announcement of another major Nintendo franchise getting a movie. So if you want me to name a franchise, I'll say Zelda, but like pick your pick of Nintendo people. I'll even go as far to say not the announcement of a Mario sequel, because I think that's just a fucking given. That movie's gonna make $1 bajillion. They're definitely gonna
my
make
third
another.
prediction is that the Mario movie bombs.
I mean, if you really want to not get 2 points, I can put that down.
No, say your prediction be that there's an after credit scene with like Waluigi or something.
And they're banging.
So you don't want your final 2 points? Is that what you're saying?
No, hold on.
My third one was going to be Nintendo and Fortnite. Does anyone have a problem with me saying they're going to make another Nintendo franchise into a movie? Or announce one?
I don't have a problem with that.
No, it's interesting. I like it.
And then
Zelda would never work. Ever.
okay.
Ever.
I think Donkey Kong is more likely to be first, just because they're already introducing the characters.
Yeah, and I will go a step further to say I did say that the game announcement won't have the same character models from the movie, except the one exception being they did a heavy redesign on Donkey Kong, and I feel like when they do make a new Donkey Kong game, they're going to use that specific or something very similar to that to be Donkey Kong going forward.
How about my third prediction is that we get the announcement of a new Donkey Kong game.
Okay.
I hope so. I hope
New
it's
Donkey
true.
Kong mainline, or can it be anything? Like, it has to be like a Donkey Kong like
it's not
3D platformer or platformer. Like, it can't be like Donkey Konga 3. Or if you want to include all that, I don't have a problem with that, because I don't think that would be like.
I don't think we're getting a Donkey Konga 3, but I'd rather stay as vague as I can if everyone's cool with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it.
I don't think we're getting like a Donkey Kart Racer or anything, but
so new
like,
Donkey. Why, you don't think we're getting Diddy Kong Racing 2?
Diddy Kong
No, I
Racing
do
2, baby, let's go.
I mean, they have no reason to make a new Mario Kart on the Switch. Making a Diddy Kong Racing 2 or a Donkey Kong Kart would be
Mike, that could be your prediction.
way around
Mario
that.
Kart 9.
Yeah, if I want to throw my points away.
Yeah, Mike's
They're
not.
doing DLC until like
Yeah,
they're doing DLC for
forever.
Mario Kart 8 until like the end of the year, at the bare minimum. I'm pretty sure anyway. I forget how far that was going, but pretty sure
It's pretty much adding almost every course. Like that game, that game has now run into the Smash problem of like, what is the next Smash Brothers if they do one? What is the next Mario Kart? Mario Kart has the easy way out, or not the easy way out, but they have the avenue of just making it like more guest characters, where Smash can't. I mean, they can do that, but like they're not going to do that. Mike, your third prediction.
Yep. My third prediction shall be.
Want me to give you one?
Give me the outline of one of yours.
Let me just give
Yeah,
it
go
to
ahead.
you.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That 2023 is the year that we finally get Metroid Prime trilogy. That's a fucking
Is that
roll of it.
a thing?
I don't know, Mike. Do you want it to be a thing?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I
That or they announce a new console for Nintendo that's not like coming anytime soon.
I feel like we barked down that tree enough times that realistically I shouldn't put any money on it, but at the same time, it might happen now. It might happen now. What were the other predictions? I feel like we already had a couple. Oh, you had said that they're gonna probably announce a new mainline Mario.
So I said a new mainline Mario game, and I said there will be another Nintendo movie that isn't Mario 2 announced.
2. Yeah. No, I just wanted to see if anyone else had already said another Nintendo.
I wish I fucking took back one of mine. I want to say
Dom,
Suicide Squad's gonna
Dom
be
said,
90.
I mean, you can say whatever you want.
No, I was gonna say it's gonna be 90 on Metacritic.
I'm not letting you do that.
That is.
I mean, you wanna commit to trying to be Bullseye, nailing the score perfectly? Then you're sure I'll let you do that. No wiggle room. There's no within X amount of points. It's you want to say it's getting a straight up 90. Sure. Do you want to change one of yours to that?
No, not to straight up 90.
Unless everyone else thinks that's too harsh, and we'll give them a window. But I don't think we should.
No, it's fine. Just leave it.
Dom said new Donkey Kong game and Nintendo crossover and Fortnite, Mike. Those are the only other Nintendo ones.
Okay, so you both had basically had a new, not specifically Donkey Kong and Mario new titles in their series.
Yes.
As predictions. That's all I just want to confirm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, we can go for the fucking trifecta. We're getting the Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Yeah, we'll just go with.
So you're gonna say Metroid Prime trilogy comes out this year? Is that what you're doing?
Well, yeah. Hold on a second. Let me just think about this because I'm trying to remember what they did before. Because they didn't. How did? Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Yeah.
So here's a little insight for you, Mike. Supposedly, Metroid Prime trilogy has been completed as a port for Switch, and it's just sitting there. Supposedly,
waiting for the
and
right
Metroid
time.
Prime 4 is in development hell. So the ongoing rumor is that they have held off on putting the trilogy out because they wanted to try to line them up in a specific time window of here's the trilogy port, here's Metroid Prime 4.
Here's 4. Right.
So you want to do Metroid Prime trilogy comes out calendar year 2023.
Yeah. Live on the edge.
All right. So we're locking those in. I guess I should put out a third one for Shiggles here. So I will go ahead and be bold to say, unless anyone disagrees or wants to veto this, I will say we get a gameplay trailer that it has to have some form of gameplay for Metroid Prime 4.
No way. I mean, definitely.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay. All right. So it has to be more than a cinematic. It has to be quote unquote billed as gameplay in some way. So there we have it locked in. 2 points up for grabs per prediction. We'll run through them real quick just as a quick recap. Mike said the Apple VR headset will have some form of VR content on Apple Arcade. Atlas will reveal Persona 6, and that has to be more than a title splash. It has to be something of merit. And Mike also said Metroid Prime Trilogy comes out in calendar year 2023. Dom's predictions for this year are Netflix gaming expands outside of mobile, Nintendo crossover of some form in Fortnite, and a new mainline or just a new Donkey Kong game gets announced in 2023. And Todd's predictions for the year are teaser trailer at the minimum for GTA 6. Half-Life Alyx gets announced for PSVR 2 or ported. Where are we dropping here? I'll give them announced if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because I don't think that's happening. And Xbox/Sony announces a new handheld. And I want to put an asterisk on there. I want to clarify that one. Now that I'm thinking about it, specifically because Xbox has cloud gaming and remote play and all these things. If like the Xbox thing can't be it can't just be like some sort of device that just does what a backbone in your phone does. It has to be like a thing more, I would say, similar to a Steam Deck or Switch. Are we all kind of in agreement there? Like it can't just be like
it has to be a handheld console versus being a accessory.
Okay, all right.
So a handheld versus like the Logitech Cloud, which only does cloud gaming.
Yeah, okay, all right. I just want that sort of locked in because I don't foresee either of those companies making that. And then my predictions are, which I will probably not get points for, a new mainline Mario game gets announced, a new Nintendo movie that is not Super Mario Bros. 2 gets announced, and Metroid Prime 4 gets a gameplay trailer. So now we have some house predictions that will be...
So other ones that I had in my mind.
Okay, hit me with them.
Kingdom Hearts 4 will have
canceled.
Will have Coco or Avatar in it.
Okay.
But I don't know that that'll happen this year. That's why it was left off my predictions.
I'm going to put Dom's bonus.
And then Square Enix sells.
Okay, well, keep that one in your pocket for a second. We'll do, you say Coco or what?
Avatar.
Or
Moana.
Kingdom Hearts.
I'll actually buy
Moana. Moana's not a bad one.
I'll buy Kingdom Hearts if they have any of those. If they have Coco or Moana in it.
All right, we're holding Todd to that. If that gets announced, Todd has to buy that game. All right, so.
Oh, I will.
Now, just based on timing of the episode, we're going to push the other topic again to next week, and that will be the dedicated episode next week. We will talk about basically what does Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo need to do in 2023. We'll cover that next week. We'll finish this round of predictions.
Is it next week the movie one, or is it the week after?
Well, then we'll do it on the next non-movie episode. However things shake out. Unless you want to do 2 episodes tonight. Either way, I'm going to cut this episode. If you want to do a second episode tonight, I'm not opposed to that. I don't think But
I didn't say I want to do it tonight. I'm telling you that next week is
first.
Well, I can tell you what Nintendo needs to do this year. They need to make a Donkey Kong
There we go, baby.
I'm with Dom on that.
No, I have some structure to that episode. We'll go through it on that episode. But so some house predictions that can garner you an additional 2 points if you were to guess correctly here. So, what do each of you think? And you can have the same answer because, again, this is just house predictions to get points. What do each of you think is going to be the best reviewed game of this year? Is it going to be Tears of the Kingdom, Spider-Man 2, Starfield, or an unannounced game?
An unannounced game or a game that you didn't mention?
Sure, unannounced / game I didn't mention.
Like The Field is the last option.
I guess, yeah. The last option would be The Field. Yes, unless I am missing a very notable game that would potentially have a better review than those three. I'm going to go with
The Field.
What is The Field? I don't even know
any other game.
Dom seems
any other game.
Dom seems very confident in this.
And I will say,
he didn't bring up Survivor. He didn't bring up
Survivor.
Jedi Survivor.
I think Suicide Squad fucking is going to be.
I don't know that Suicide Squad is even going to come out this year.
House predictions.
I know, right? Oh, dude, that's been in development for like 10 plus years.
Best reviewed game. Dom is going with unannounced Field. Okay.
I don't think Breath of the Wild's coming out this year either.
Okay. Sure. What do the two of you think for this?
They're just gonna give you guys another Pokemon, and you guys are gonna eat that shit up and fucking be like, "That's all I need."
All right. Well, all I need is for you to answer the question. Do you think it's going to be Tears of the Kingdom, Spider-Man 2, Starfield, or any other game that comes out in 2023. But this, again, is going to be based off of the, I guess, Metacritic score, whatever has the highest thing. And for a multi-platform game, I will give you the highest if it's different between platforms. So in Dom's case, he says unannounced field. If it's, well, I guess Final Fantasy 16, I think is a PlayStation exclusive. If it's, whatever he said, I don't even remember what he said.
Jedi Survivor.
I brought up Survivor.
If it has a higher score on Xbox than PlayStation, he'll get the Xbox score. But Mike, where are you going to land here?
Yeah, people love their Zeldas, their Zoldos. So yeah, we'll go with Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay. Todd, where are you going
I think
here?
that's a safe bet, even though it's not coming out. I will go with. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the field because I don't. I think if I was gonna go
You
anything,
sure?
I'd probably.
You think nothing's gonna beat the 90?
All right, hold on. We're gonna change this. You either have to pick a game or pick an unannounced game. We'll do that.
Okay.
Because again, there could be something that someone throws out that we don't know about, and then it ends up being that. So you can pick blanket unannounced, or you get to pick a game.
I'm going Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
That is
now
bonkers.
Now I have to pick a game.
Yes, you have to either pick a game or pick or just say unannounced game. So like Jedi Fallen Survivor Order would not fall into unannounced because it is an announced game.
Oh yeah, actually that's true.
I mean, personally, I don't have a horse in this race. I'm going to absolutely say Zelda because there's no fucking way anything is going to...
Oh, they're not going to have lightning in the bottle twice. I'm sorry.
Nothing is going to out-review that.
It's not coming out.
It's 1,000,000% coming out this year.
Please understand, game is not finished.
I don't know that...
I don't think Spider-Man 2 is coming out there this year. That's my prediction.
That was going to be one of my predictions for the other thing.
And I personally don't think Starfield's going to review I think Starfield's going to review fine. I just don't think it's going to review better than Zelda. And I'm not saying Zelda's going to get 100. I'm just saying I don't think anything else is going to get.
As far as reviews, like when that came out.
I don't know. It's been re-released so many fucking times. I have no idea.
I know. That's why it's like impossible.
When did it first come out? Xbox 360?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Xbox Skyrim review. Let's see. Metacritic. Metacritic for Skyrim is 84.
Wow.
PC's 94. I don't know what that means.
That's the Switch review. No, PC is 74.
Are you looking Skyrim or what are you looking up?
Skyrim. I don't know. I'm looking at Skyrim Special Edition. What the fuck? Might not even have.
Yeah, I get this is from 2011. It's 94
for 360.
For PC, but it says also on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah, but it's different scores for each thing is separate. If you look at them, they'll change. What are you thinking, Dom?
Stand by for 2 seconds here.
I mean,
I'm of the state of mind that that Suicide Squad being made by well-known developers that haven't really missed, and then what's it called? What's the other one called?
Gotham Knights?
From Skyrim. The game from Skyrim. I forget.
Starfield?
Starfield, yeah. I mean, that's another game that's been so much time in development, and people fucking follow those guys to the grave, so I think it's going to be one of those two.
Yeah, Fallout 76 did so well.
Yeah, but that's something different that they rushed. That was a fucking... You didn't have to do anything with story. And
I feel like Fallout 4 doesn't have good reviews.
Fallout 4 was good, but it wasn't like Fallout 3 good. Or New Vegas good.
I am going to go with Alan Wake 2.
Okay, all right. Bold. Okay. I think that there will definitely be people that are harsher on Zelda, but I still think it's going to just be runaway, nothing reviews as as well as that does across the board. Zelda's going to be a tough one too, because it's probably going to be one of the most reviewed games, so it's going to have a lot of numbers affecting its overall Metacritic.
I also think that it's not the fresh take on Zelda that that Breath of the Wild
Exactly.
was.
So
I
maybe
mean,
like a lot
people
more
are
it
going
definitely
to be harsher on
it definitely has a lot of things. I mean, Breath of the Wild came out in 2017. It was a Switch launch title.
I still think it'll be in the 90s.
Yeah. I mean, all of you should be hopefully picking something that you think is going to be 90 or better. Like, I don't think Zelda's going to review lower than a 90, like, as its cumulative score. I'm sure, again, people will give it 7s and whatnot. But, okay, the next house prediction that is points on the table for everybody. Aside from obvious stuff that we already have that could potentially get a sequel or additional, movie and or TV show, and stuff that has already been announced, what do you think the next major adaptation is going to be from a video game? It could be a TV or movie. It doesn't need to be that granular. Just so we have a fair list here, these are things that we either know are coming, rumored to come, or have been somewhat announced. Obviously, Mario and Sonic 3, so like those don't count. Apparently, there is a Minecraft movie. There's Detective Pikachu 2. There is a Borderlands TV show. There's a Bioshock something. There's a Yakuza something. There's a Death Stranding something. A Mega Man something. Beyond Good and Evil, Metal Gear Solid, Just Cause, Duke Nukem, Firewatch, Ghost of Tsushima, Gran Turismo, It Takes Two, Saints Row, Sifu, Beyond Good and Evil. I already said that. Mortal Kombat. Ark is getting a show, I think. Days Gone. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to say some of the other ones, so I'm just not going to say them. Those are supposed to all be movies. Other TV shows, aside from things we know, like Last of Us, Witcher, which we're going to exclude sequels. So if they're going to get a new season of Last of Us or whatever, that you can't guess that. A Knuckles spin-off series, Tomb Raider anime series, Pokemon live action something, Arcane Season 2. Season 2s don't count. Assassin's Creed, Castlevania, Fallout, Mass Effect, Final Fantasy 16, which is weird. Oh, it's Final Fantasy 14. Roman numerals, right? I'll skip the rest of those unless someone brings them up. So what do you think? That's kind of the ballpark of things that are already out there in the ether. So what do you think is the next thing? And someone can obviously steal my prediction of a Nintendo property getting a thing. But this is just simply announced officially. This is not coming out. It's announced officially.
Hold on, just so I'm clear on this. This just has to be announced.
Officially announced as a TV show or movie.
Or movie.
Not a short.
In this year.
Not a short. Not a, YouTube video. Like, it has to be somewhere. In a movie theater, on a streaming service, on cable TV, etc.
Wait, only movies?
Movies or TV?
I'm gonna double.
He said he didn't.
No. It can be a it can be a series. It can be a TV show.
Okay.
It can't be like a YouTube short or some other sort of short form content.
Can it be a YouTube series?
Do they still do those?
They do not.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
If they're gonna revive YouTube series with a
because they did like a YouTube series for Midnight Suns for like leading up to the game. It was just like
no, those don't
5
count.
minute, 10 minute.
No,
okay,
those do not count. These would have to be something that you would consider like a show or a movie. Like us as a group would consider them as that. I'm gonna double down and I'll just say Zelda.
Oh, okay. I'll go with Control because I still want them to make a Control something or other. I don't think that's announced or anything.
Let me just scan the list. It's not on this list, so I'll give you Control, Mike. Who's gonna say Quantum Break?
I'll go with BioShock.
It's on the list.
On Netflix. Netflix is going to be making a movie for BioShock. Let's just say that, all right?
Huh?
Well,
The Bioshock
No,
is
Netflix
already
is-
being made into a movie.
for Netflix. I have no idea. I can't think of anything.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So Todd is going to
Trying to think.
forfeit those 2 points.
No, I'm not forfeit. I just can't think of anything.
Wait, Mike said Control. Is Alan Wake already announced as something?
I mean,
I don't
those are
think
not
so.
the same thing, and I don't think Alan Wake is Alan Wake is supposedly
Same
going to be a
developer.
TV show.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I mean, I can throw out some ideas that I think would be contenders if you need a jumping off point. I think Elden Ring is a pretty high contender to be made into a show or a movie. I think I think a lot of things.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? It's hard,
I mean,
especially because they're making so many things.
I know
kept it in my,
I didn't realize
my head.
this
I
lot
kept
list was
thinking
so
about
long.
how they announced a Twisted Metal TV show. Like that's a thing. You didn't mention it, but they're gonna make a Twisted Metal.
It
TV
is on the
show.
list, and I didn't mention it because I just assumed nobody was gonna say Twisted Metal. But yes, they are. They are gonna do that. So that's a thing. Infamous, you could say that. I don't think
Okay,
that.
I get one.
Oh, they should make a movie based off of Spider-Man.
I got one.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a Red Dead Redemption either movie or TV show.
Okay, Red Dead Redemption. I mean, you didn't need to say the
cool.
clarification.
Well,
So it's either going to be a movie or a TV show.
Oh, okay.
It won't be a YouTube series.
Gotcha.
Definitely.
Gotcha.
Definitely won't
Gotcha.
be.
Gotcha. Okay.
Horizon hasn't been announced as anything, right?
I don't think it has.
no, because it's trash.
And
Yeah.
that is, I would argue that is a safe bet.
I'm gonna go with Horizon because Sony loves to make their properties into stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
Sony has their thing they're doing now.
Oh wait, never mind. Netflix's
I'm going
Horizon TV
Horizon.
show will be it says Netflix's Horizon TV show will reportedly be split between the
A
game
YouTube
timeline.
series.
No, there actually. I
YouTube
think there is
series in Vine.
there is a
Is it really?
yeah, between the timeline of the fall of humanity and
Spoilers.
Alloy.
All right, Don, what do you got?
I don't
What's
know,
another
apparently-
IP? Oh, Ratchet and
not.
Clank.
Horizon.
Ratchet and Clank already has a movie,
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think. Right?
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
they have a movie that came out.
I mean, if you want Sony properties specifically, Infamous,
Returnal.
yeah, Returnal, Astrobot. I could see Astrobot
Returnal
getting
could be a
an
good one.
animated series.
Oh, Sly Cooper. There you go.
See, if they're gonna bring back Sly Cooper at all, that would be a way, I guess. Why the fuck is Comics Zone getting a fucking TV show or a movie? Actually,
Why not?
I mean, I played that game growing up, but why is that getting a fucking movie?
Because we're artistically bankrupt.
Clock is ticking, dumb.
Yo, David Harbour's doing a what's the racing game for fucking PlayStation?
Gran Turismo.
Yeah, David Harbour's doing a Gran Turismo movie. I'm like, really?
Collect that
remember when
paycheck,
Aaron
baby.
Paul
Did Need for
remember
Speed?
when
Yeah,
Aaron
that's what I'm
Paul
saying.
did Need for
Need for
Speed?
Speed.
Yeah.
Collect that
Whatever.
paycheck, baby.
Whatever. I said Donkey Kong earlier. I'll just go fucking Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. The Horizon thing is announced for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just looked on Wikipedia and it says that it was announced last year that Netflix is going to make something.
Interesting. Okay. The third 3 out of 4. This is the third house prediction. What do you think? And this could end up being no one gets it right for multiple reasons, but if you were to predict, what do you think the next studio acquisition is going to be this year? And
I'm gonna say
obviously,
no one is getting-
obviously, Activision Blizzard is in contention, so that does not count.
I'm gonna say
Wait,
no one.
you said the next. So if one of us gets it right, does that mean the other two don't get points?
If
Or
there
does
are
it just
if
need
there
to
are
happen
if
this
there are
year?
multiple that happen and there are multiple guesses out there, whoever guesses anything correct in that category will get. And I guess that can go the same for same for adaptation. If Donkey Kong and Control get announced, then you both get points.
Okay. You said next, that's why I just wanted to clarify that.
So a 2023 studio acquisition. I'll change the
Yes, okay.
note on my phone. I am gonna, and again, people are gonna have the same answer. I'm gonna go out and just say EA. You don't have to guess who's buying it. You just have to say who do you think is gonna get acquired. And I think EA is going to get acquired. I'm gonna go as far to say I think EA is gonna get bought by Disney, but that's not part of the prediction.
I'm gonna say no one with all the layoffs and everything.
That's fine. That's
people are just gonna fucking.
You
take
will
a step
get
back
points
this
if
year.
there isn't one. And this, I will say, like, I don't know what the benchmark needs to be, but it can't be like a very low level, like, you know, two small studios merge or whatever. It needs to be like, if something that level happens and it's in regards to Todd's no one, we can discuss as a group if Todd gets points or not. So I can throw studios out there, major studios out there, Mike, that currently are not acquired by anyone. EA, Ubisoft, Square Enix, Capcom, Konami. Those are some of the big ones.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, 'cause I feel like Ubisoft and Square have been like flaunting themselves around. They're like, hey.
I mean, Square dumped a bunch of their IPs to Embracer Group, maybe? I don't remember who they fucking gave them to. But like they got rid of Tomb Raider, they got rid of the Marvel stuff. I think they got rid of Hitman, I think. So,
you know, yeah, we'll say Square.
Okay.
Even though
I think
Ubisoft
that's a
is the
safe
one
bet.
that's really trying to, really been kind of strutting their stuff.
What are you thinking, Gnome?
I already said Square, so I'll
stick on Square. Okay. Of all the things getting acquired, Square is one of the ones I hope doesn't get acquired.
You don't want them to make another Babylon's Fall?
I don't want them to do that. But the problem is that if Square gets acquired, I see it getting acquired by Sony.
By PlayStation?
And
he doesn't want the Super Mario RPG to die.
Well, that too. But I just like there are already so many games that are PlayStation first or PlayStation exclusive from them that like I don't want to lose those ports coming to Xbox or Switch, and I don't really want to lose like the ability to get like the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters coming out this year for Switch, and I don't know if it's coming to Xbox or not actually, but it is coming to Switch, and like something like that wouldn't be a possibility, and I would hate for like legacy stuff to then get kind of like swept away as well. And the final house prediction for the gang here that could be additional points at some point this year, which I guess we could change it to be something that multiple people can get points by if we want to do it that way. But I think that we can, as a group, when it happens, discuss or try to find some sort of metric to make it finite. But I was going to initially say, what do you think is going to be the biggest, so the most high-profile Fortnite crossover this year? So I feel like based off of, we could go through it when the year ends as a group, decide like if I picked, I don't know, I picked fucking, you know, whatever. I don't know. I picked fucking Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
And Dom picks Nintendo. If they both happen, I think as a group we could probably decide like the Nintendo one is a bigger deal. Mm-hmm. So we could do it that way, or we could just do blanket like pick a collaboration that you think is going to happen in Fortnite this year, and if any of them happen, whoever picks what gets points.
Pick a collab, and you know what? I'm going to be going with Elon Musk getting a skin in fucking 2023.
Let's go.
Okay, is that really what you want to lock in?
Back when you'll be a Tesla.
No, I'm not doing it.
So we're just doing straight up collab, and if you get it right, you get a point or 2 points.
Yeah, I'd say that's cool.
All right. Dom, you doubling down on Nintendo, Dom, or you want to spread the love here?
No, if we're doing a skin that's coming in 2023, then I'm doing Across the Spider-Verse.
Easy enough. I will do.
Okay, hold on. Do we need to?
Whoa! Now you're gonna tweak the fucking.
Well, I'm trying to think. Does it need to be like? So I said like Fortnite collab. So like think My Hero comes with a suite of shit. Like are you saying there's gonna be a Spider-Verse, like multiple things come, or just a Miles skin? Because I feel like that's the the difference here?
Doesn't matter.
If we're fine
So
with
what
just the
thing is-
blanket,
so what-
it comes in. That's fine. I guess packs, like
What-
a pack, would be the signifier. Because initially the thing I was going to propose was the biggest collab of the year. X skin coming to the game, and here's fucking 4 skins and a bunch of pickaxes and emotes. I feel like those are not the same thing. But if we want to just change it to a collaboration that happens this year, everyone who gets it right gets a point. That's fine with me if that's what the group wants to do.
That's fine.
Okay,
Man,
so
man.
Spider-Verse collab.
All right, I will say I'm gonna go with Invincible.
Okay,
Hate it.
Good.
Michael.
Doesn't season 2 come out next year or this year?
Late, sometime this year. Boom, 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 boom. This isn't my guess, but in my head I had joked McDonald's, and I can't get it out of my head, so I have to say it out loud
Mhm.
so I can.
We getting the fast food battle pass finally.
in the
Mike, do you want
fast
my-
food bit.
Do you want my wild
What-
card? My wild card pick.
I want it. I want to hear it, and if I like it, I'll just use it.
It was gonna be Fast 10.
Oh,
Mike, you should do Blue Beetle.
is that coming
Well-
out this year?
Yeah, I think at least they said it was.
Shazam's got a release date for this year, right, Mike? Because we're definitely getting a Shazam skin if that comes out this year. We don't have one yet.
Ooh. That'd be pretty cool if you can play as Billy Bats and go Shazam and then transform.
Yep, you can do it
That
with
is
Clark.
it's a smarter pick, but I'm gonna go with Fast 10.
I'll give you just Fast and the Furious
Okay.
because
Well, if we got a Fast and the Furious collab this year, it would be for
Fast 10. Yeah,
Like,
it would. But
yeah.
but just in case it's like they just
Well,
add
like an
Dominic
anniversary
Toretto.
thing.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I don't want to like make
I mean, that still counts.
They
I guess.
put Black Adam in the game, right?
Black Adam is
I
in
don't
the
know.
game. He is in the game.
Okay. Did they use his Rock model, or did they use
Correct.
the comic accurate?
No, he's the
Okay.
Rock.
I don't think they would use the Rock from Fast and the Furious, but I was just if I could get multiple rocks in this game,
We already have multiple Rocks in this game.
Yeah,
who am I
right.
forgetting?
He was like
The
the main. He was
Fortnite,
like one
the
of
Fortnite
yeah.
Rock.
Oh yeah, the Fortnite Rock. I kept picturing the Scorpion King. Like we didn't get a Scorpion King.
I'm
Changing the
Ooh,
hierarchy.
what if we got
of-
mummy skins this year?
We just got straight up mummy skins.
We just got Brendan Fraser and
Raquel
I
White.
don't know, Scorpion
White.
King, I guess.
I'm gonna do a little bit of a risky one because again my points are a little bit doesn't necessarily matter.
Whiskey Reels.
I'm gonna say Wednesday / Addams
late.
Family because I feel like at the bare minimum, because Dom opened it up to just be if they get a fucking thing in there, they get a thing in there. I feel like at the bare minimum we're getting the fucking dance. So
Okay.
Oh, that would be a good dance.
unless if that's too little, then I'll change it.
That's fine.
I mean that's fine. I just is a dance from like it wouldn't be a collab.
Well, that's kind of the argument I was making. If like they add a skin, I don't know if that's
No, but,
necessarily
like,
a collab.
But a skin would be licensed thing. A dance wouldn't.
They would probably use the music. I'm sure that they would probably.
Wasn't that the whole thing that happened with Carlton's dance?
Yes.
Well,
They
they
go
just-
to the
yeah.
court for
Well, they
that?
just used the Lady
Yeah.
Gaga one from fucking all the videos.
Well, I don't know how they get around the TikTok ones. I don't think
The
they're
TikTok
paying
ones,
fucking TikTok people.
They pay licensing.
To the TikTok people that made the dance.
No, they pay the licensing for the music.
Oh, for the music. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, I'll change mine. I'll say.
I mean, it's fine. I don't.
No, I don't want to
You
cheap
can
out.
pick it.
I don't want to cheap out on an emote being the thing.
Just one. Yeah, an emote's a weird one to go to bat for, and two, Netflix already has a bad relationship with Fortnite, so.
That is kind of true, actually. All right, Dom's saving my pick here. I'm gonna go with. Fuck.
Although the rumor is that Stranger Things just got updated, so.
Yeah, but that seems like a weird time to add them now. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why they wouldn't add them during the height of fucking. Like it honestly makes no sense to me that we didn't get Stranger Things back and a fucking Kate Bush emote. I can't imagine they didn't even just do a Kate Bush emote flat out, like without Stranger Things.
here's a question for you. So you said Wednesday,
Yes.
right? If you had said Stranger Things and they put that Master of Puppets emote in, would you consider that?
I mean, if it was
Because it's
one
not
of you,
really a Stranger
if
Things
it was
emote.
one of you on the scoreboard and people wanted to make arguments for it, I'd allow the arguments to be made in the group to make a decision. But
I guess
would say that's not a
the
Stranger
best
Things
one that
emote.
I have.
Yeah, I would say that's not a Stranger Things emote, but I would also say that that's there because of Stranger Things, specifically. But I'll say, fuck, Mike. What's the
I guess
big? What's the
that's
big
why
anime?
I have a
Mike?
problem with Wednesday.
What would be the next big anime to come into the game? Like, I want to give some anime.
It's either
love.
One Piece or Attack on Titan.
Oh
Yeah,
shit, One Piece.
It would be One Piece, Attack on Titan, or Demon Slayer. People love their Demon Slayers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go wacky with it, and if this is too wide, then you guys can tell me no. I'm just gonna say Final Fantasy.
That's
I
fine
don't
for
have a
me.
problem with it.
Okay, all right.
I
mean,
can tell them ass to elbows from Final
if you need me to say like Final Fantasy 7 or like Final Fantasy 16 or whatever, I'll just say Final Fantasy. Okay.
Oh, that's
All right.
fine. I have no problem with that.
To run through those real quick for the house predictions, that will be additional 2 points for everything that's correct. For best reviewed game of 2023, Dom said Alan Wake 2, me and Mike both said Zelda, and Todd said Suicide Squad. For next game adaptation movie TV, Dom said Donkey Kong, Mike said Control, Todd said Red Dead Redemption, and I'm going to double down on Zelda. 2023 studio acquired, Dom and Mike both said Square. Todd is saying nobody, and I'm going to say EA. And I'm going to put parentheses by Disney, just because that's what I think is going to happen. And then for the Fortnite collab, Dom said Spider-Verse, Todd said Invincible, Mike said Fast and Furious / Fast 10, and I'm saying Final Fantasy. So those are the predictions for 2023. We ran through the whole episode, like I said, so we're going to push the next topic to the next normal episode that we do. But, of course, as it is the end of the show.
We don't have a Vin Diesel skin, right?
I don't think so.
Thank
I don't
God.
think so.
Oh, that's what I meant to see, because I saw someone post a screenshot. They have done a John Wick skin in the game, right? Like, since the thing that I have, they have an actual John Wick skin in the game. Does anyone have it?
And what's her face?
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry also got a skin. I was trying to remember what her character
Is Halle Berry in John Wick? I don't even remember.
Is it
that.
Sophia?
I think Sophia. Yeah, she was the girl with the dogs in the second or third one.
Oh, okay. No, none of us have bought that skin.
I don't think I have. I don't think I bought either one.
I think when it was in the shop, I just didn't watch John Wick yet, so I didn't care. Fuck, we're all gonna buy that John Wick skin when it comes back, because I was assuming they'll put it back for John Wick 4. But I feel like I never see anyone pick that skin. But I saw someone on Twitter post a screenshot of like their group of people playing Fortnite, and I was like, I don't remember this fucking John Wick skin. So the leaderboard for 2023. For if you're listening for the first time, or if you're listening a long-time listener, you know that we usually end the show with a game of some sort. Usually it is a game we like to call What's in the Box. But today, as it has been the trend for the year, we have been workshopping different games. And we will be doing more game-related stuff as the year progresses. But before we get into the leaderboard for the week and the final game to end the show, a couple of things you can do to support us. You can leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you're listening to the podcast. Of course, you can find everything we do at passthecontroller.io, on Twitter and on Instagram at passcontroller, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/passcontroller. If you're a friend of the show, fan of the show, and you want to help support the show, there's a bunch of easy ways you can do that don't cost you a dime. You can leave us a review, as I said. You can share us on social media, follow us on social media, tell a friend about us. All those things really help us grow the show. Of course, if you have some bucks kicking around, you want to help support us, you can do that by going to patreon.com/passthecontroller and becoming a patron. You can go to passthecontroller.threadless.com and buying some clothes or other goodies, or you can go to our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/passcontroller, and you can, of course, Subscribe to us on Twitch, whether you have an Amazon Prime subscription or you want to throw some bucks our way. You can do all those lovely things. We appreciate anything you can do. Of course, we appreciate you just being here. So if you're here, we appreciate it. Leave us a review wherever you can. If you watch us later on YouTube, because there are some of you out there that watch the podcast on YouTube instead of listening, or maybe you do both. I have no idea. We appreciate you. We love to see those views go up over there. If you want to like those videos, subscribe to us on YouTube and or leave us a comment. We'll be sure to check those out and enjoy those and appreciate those. But without further ado, this week we are trying out a new game called, title I'm not set on, but I'm going to call it for now, Proper Points. Proper Points is a game where I'm going to, as I have chosen, just choose proper nouns from the game until someone guesses what the game is. You need the full title of each game. I'm going to read off different proper nouns from those games. Could be characters, could be locations.
The opposite of when you read the back of the box.
Correct. So this is just going to be called Proper Points. 3 games, proper nouns. First one to get it gets the old dollary dues. And by dollary dues, of course, I mean points. Hold on. Whoops, that just played music. Why did that play music? Okay. Here we go. You need the full title of this game. Oh my god, so many pop-ups are. And what is happening on this right now? Okay.
Close the porn sites first.
Well.
Yeah.
Time Attack.
Can you say that one again? Time Attack or Time Attack?
Time Attack. Grand Prix.
Diddy Kong Racing.
Incorrect.
Mario Kart 8?
Incorrect. One Course Race.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Incorrect. Ice Cube. Bowling Bomber.
Twisted Metal?
Incorrect. Speed Stars.
Twisted Metal 2.
Incorrect.
Sonic All-Star Racing?
Incorrect.
What's the other one?
Yeah, I forget.
He's got the smirk going, so it's one of them.
Oh, it's
Sonic All-Star Racing.
It's not. I'll just say it's
Battle?
not. I'll just say it's not. It is not a Sonic racing game.
Damn. What was that? It's not going to help me, but what was it, like one course or one track something?
One course race.
One course race.
One course race. Okay.
Blank Fight. Blank Target. Minigame. Blank Billiards. Blank Bowling. Blank
Oh,
Golf.
Wii Sports.
Incorrect.
Well,
Oh, is it
Wii Resort.
Incorrect.
what's the Switch version?
Not that.
Nintendo Sports.
It's not that.
I forget.
Okay.
Baby.
Is it
Gone Gone.
Gone?
Oh.
It's fucking Tekken Tag Tournament.
Tekken.
Incorrect.
Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
It's not a Tekken game.
Gone.
Mimi.
I mean,
Oh, is it Super
Drew
Monkey
Carey
Ball?
Show.
It is indeed Super Monkey Ball. I don't know if I like this game.
Hate it.
Dom gets the point. That puts Dom at 3. Oh, I didn't say the leaderboard. Todd is leading the week so far at 6. Mike has 3, and Dom now has 3 points for the week so far.
Yeah, there wasn't
Did Todd
bowling in
guess
Tekken
golf?
Tag Tournament, right?
No,
I feel like there might have been.
Todd is
It
not
was
guessing
both-
anything.
Yeah,
I did. I guessed, what's it called? Right out the gate. Twisted Metal.
Oh yeah, you did.
You
Shit like
need
that.
you need the full title of this game. Game number 2. Warrior. Valkyrie, Wizard.
God of War.
Oh,
Incorrect.
Yeah, Gauntlet Legends.
It is indeed Gauntlet Legends. Dom gets the point. That puts Dom at 4. Game number 3. I don't know if I like this one. It's.
Hate it.
I feel like there's a better way to do this, and this is not it. I didn't even realize that, Mike, after you said that. This is like reverse back of the box, sort of.
Yeah. All the words that you blank out, you're just gonna say.
But I'm not giving you sentences. I'm just giving you nouns. Okay. You just need to give me the title of the game. That's somewhat of a hint, I guess. But you need to give me the title of the game.
Before it was the full time. Now it's
when the game is revealed, that will become more apparent. So that is, if you really want to try to unpack why I'm saying it that way, there's potentially a context clue for you. Where's a good jumping off point here? The Collapse. The Golden Age. The Darkness.
The Elden Ring.
Incorrect. Some of these proper nouns are, I think, way too obvious, so I'm going to skip forward here on my list. We'll go with The Speaker. No, that's way too obvious. I can't say that. This is probably a good one. Okay. We will say Fist of Havoc. Ward of Dawn. Radiance. Shadow Shot.
Yakuza.
Incorrect.
What was the last thing you said?
Shadow Shot. Golden Gun. Hammer of Soul. Arcblade.
The Monster Hunter?
Incorrect. Nova
Is it
Bomb.
Soul Calibur?
Incorrect. Storm Trance. Let's see here.
What was the hammer?
Hammer of Dawn.
Hammer of Soul.
No, Hammer of Soul. Hammer of Dawn is God of War. Gears of War. Let's see here.
Final Fantasy.
Incorrect. Let's see here. Those are too obvious. A lot of these are really obvious if I say them out loud, so I'm going to skip those. We'll say... Pocket Infinity. Icebreaker. Hawkmoon. Suros Regime. Patience and Time. Thunderlord.
Bayonetta?
Incorrect. Truth. Thorn. Dragon's Breath. Red Death.
Elden Ring?
Incorrect. You already guessed that.
What was that game? Shit, I can't remember the name of the game anymore. Keep going.
Super good advice. The last word.
Dragon's Breath's fucking with me now.
Oh wait, Danganronpa.
Incorrect. That I see why your brain went there. It's not a Danganronpa game, but I like that. The Fourth Horseman. Universal Remote. No land.
Warriors, Fire Emblem.
Incorrect. No Land Beyond.
Three Houses.
Incorrect. Vex Mythoclast.
Oh God. Fuck. Oh,
Oh, is
Destiny.
it Destiny? Yeah.
Did Todd say it first?
Yeah, probably.
It is Destiny. I'm surprised it took that long. Once I started just reading off the weapons, I'm like, how is no one guessing this? Like, I obviously didn't say
know
Gjallarhorn, but
It's like they sounded
The
like
fighting games.
they sounded like potions or like fucking like like a spell in an RPG. So I was completely going a different way.
I don't know. I feel like some of these, like I skipped Gjallarhorn, obviously, and I skipped Mida Multi-Tool because I feel like if I said either of those, it would have been immediate. But like, I don't know. I feel like the quest to get the Thorn was like really fucking annoying, and I feel like we all had that gun.
You all had that gun.
Yeah, but Mike, you know Destiny. You've been around a long
I
time.
Yeah,
know
you should
Gjallarhorn.
have said Lord Shax.
I mean,
Yes.
if it really
But
came
Michael
down to
jumped
it,
right
I
on.
was gonna say Lord Shax, but that's like a giveaway, so that would have been if really no one was getting it. Well, that'll wrap up this week's episode 354. The end of the week leaderboard leaves Todd in first place with 7, Dom inching up to second place with 4, and Mike sitting at a 3-pointer. And somehow I already have a stump in January. Not playing for stumps, but here we are. We keep track of the board. That'll do it. Watch Willow. We will see you next week. Of course, you can follow me at BGroom. You can follow Mike at _MikeOpath. You can follow Todd at Toddy_by_nature. You can follow Dom at PTC_one little spark. We love you. We'll see you next week.